Yeah, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to our Monday live stream. And we are back in EU5. It feels like it's been forever because we did miss last Wednesday's stream because I wasn't feeling too good. But we are back today, baby. And you know what? I got so excited to do the intro like that. I forgot that what I'd meant to do is start it with one of these, like, you know, I turn on the screen and I pretend I'm distracted reading my book, and they're like, oh, I didn't see you there. I was just reading my Strasbourg in Transition, book that I got. It's written in 1958 from a professor at Oxford, and I found a copy of it from a library sale of old books online. I paid like $13 for it. It's lovely. It covers Strasbourg in Transition from 1648, which I think... is that the Peace of Westphalen or whatever it's called that ended the 30 Years' War? So 1648 through 1789. 1789 is when the French Revolution kicks off. Very, very interesting so far. It's got a great, hang on, let me just read the opening sentence to the preface. I think it's quite lovely. A traveler approaching the city of Strasbourg is greeted today, as others have been for more than 5 centuries past, by a wonderful sight. The famous cathedral with its single tower, a gigantic blade of rose sandstone thrust into the sky, where it changes color with each passing cloud and each advancing hour of the day. I thought that's lovely. The sort of first paragraph of the preface really builds this whole thing of like the cathedral as symbolic of the changeability of Strasbourg through the years, which is one of the reasons I love the city. So anyway, that was quite cool. I'm very excited to go through that. I'm only a little bit ways into it, but already very great writing style. This person. We invade Scotland so we can add wild haggis to our market. Much superior to the farmed haggis you get these days. I agree. It's hard to farm haggis because they naturally have shorter legs on one side of their body from the other because they're used to living in the highlands, and so they naturally adapted to slopes. It's it's a whole thing. Oh shoot, England grew. Did it? Oh, well, yeah, a little bit over here. It's still missing plenty of bits and bobs over in this area. But yeah, and then Scotland's still got a couple of things that are weird. We've got English coal, and we've got Orkney Rathern here in the middle. Fascinating. But we are concerned with ourselves over here. Portugal's been having a hard time all game. One thing that'd be interesting, starting a new run today, apparently there's a bunch of balance changes with France. Some people are saying that Bohemia might need some balance changes or something like that. And I wonder if at some point some of the, maybe there'll be like a little bit more innate good love between Portugal and Castile to stop this from happening with the AI. I mean, I don't want artificial, like barriers and like fences to block this stuff from happening. But it'll be interesting to see exactly what they did. Now, one question I was looking over here. I'm like, hey, since when are there little flags next to these various settlements? I guess it's next to each province capital. No, it's not even. Like, why does Merzig not have one, but Wallerfangen does? But it's not the capital because it's not silver, whereas this isn't even a town. So I thought, oh, every town's got one. I don't remember that being before. It's just because we're at war? Or did one of the updates add that? I think it's just during war, it's on the forts. Oh, and Merzig doesn't have a fort. Yeah, okay, there it is. So it's a tag there. Because like, I even went back to an older video. I'm like, it's not there. And I did think maybe it's because we're at war, or maybe it was something with an update. And I figured, if I just asked that, because I'm like, I haven't noticed this before. How odd. Anyway, speaking of war, I think we're about to start one. Netherlands. Anyway, let's get back to that in just one scooch. So far, the game's been going well. Our small nation of the Republic of Strasbourg has grown quite a bit. We started with a single location. Now we got a whole bunch of stuff over here, and we're doing great stuff on the trade side. Now, we are in a war right now, technically. Austria started something. They're doing something. They're not fighting anyone that like matters. Like the numbers are apocalyptically low. I think it's fine. I mean, a bunch of the numbers are us, I suppose, but I'm not worried about that. I'm not planning on interacting in this war because I don't think Austria actually needs us in any way whatsoever. And in fact, all last stream that we did this, we had our maintenance on our forts and our military turned down. We're like, I'm not even going to bother interacting. Now, I did turn them up at the start of this stream, which had cut into our income a little bit. Although things are mostly okay. You can see it took a dip there as I brought that up. It's possible there's some reinforcement ticks or it's just to boost the morale that's going to be more expensive and then the cost will go down. I'm not sure. But I've gone and brought that up because I think we might go and declare on the Netherlands because we are not currently allied with them. We have a number of times in the past been allied with the Netherlands. They've been our buds. But they also hold some land that could be used to form Lotharingia. And it would be great for us to have that. Plus, at some point, maybe we'll find out about this whole coast things people are talking about. I guess maybe apparently boats are good for trade. I don't know. I'm not entirely sold on it. We'll find out when we get there, right? So anyway, I think that might be an okay thing. Growing tall is up on my screen. Yeah, we're growing. We're building tall by going upwards. You already have some coast. Well, as it turns out, we do, which I didn't realize that. But somehow we got some stuff over here, and we do have some coast. Right now, we're kind of just pretending that doesn't exist. In fact, these two places have forts, and we are over a fort limit. Wondering if we should even just get rid of it. Like, maybe I could keep it in Stada here, because it is a town. But Ritzbüttel, if that's how it's pronounced, which is probably not. Basically, you can guarantee that if I've said it a way, that is not the correct way. But yeah, we actually are getting sailors now, which is ridiculous. You know what? Releasing this as a vassal is a really interesting point. It might be well worthwhile. Let's wait until after this supposed war. Now, before we actually get to the war deck, and it's probably going to happen, but we got a couple of things to deal with. First of all, I think at the very end of the stream last week, we got a new tech which unlocked a new law. In fact, we could sort of see. Yeah, we're only 4% of the way into confessional court. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. We unlocked a tech at the end of the stream, which unlocked a new law. And I was like, well, I think we'll have to deal with it next time. I think there's a pretty obvious thing we want to choose here. So for administrative principles, we've got military principle, which lowers separatism, which I'm assuming is a source of unrest, and then increases progress to belligerent. We would never be belligerent. I can't believe it would even suggest this. There's moral principle here, makes the clergy estate happier, moves us towards conciliatory. So that sounds like us. Anyway, political principle, this is the one we're going to take, drops proximity costs, which is amazing, and adds monthly progress towards plutocracy, which we do have to work on more aggressively here. And we're going to make a couple of changes about that over here. So yeah, I think we'll take political principle. We just look at protection principle, gives us increased fort defense, which is a fine stat, and then monthly progress towards inward. We haven't even looked at where we want to land over there. Anyway, I think it's pretty obvious. We're going to take this. Proximity cost discount is amazing, and I do want to push towards plutocracy. Now, with this, if we go and check our values, we should now be drifting slightly towards plutocracy. This was actually sitting at 0.00. Now it's slightly pushing us towards plutocracy, finally. We've been taking some events that push us there. I would very much like to go in that direction, because that feels like our vibe. It does increase burger power, which can be sketchy, but we get trade efficiency, discounted cost of court, that's great. Well, aristocracy is certainly not bad. The 5% extra discipline's insane. That's really good. But the increased cost of court can get expensive, more noble power. I mean, either way, we're boosting power, unless we stay right in the middle. In which case, neither one of them have that, which is kind of nifty. But I think I'd like to push towards plutocracy. It's definitely our vibe. So now it's slightly moving in that direction, but I think it's time for us to take a few other moves. So if I look at my notes, I think it's time for us to cancel the right to inherit. I did appreciate the discount to stability investment costs because it is fairly large, but it keeps pushing towards aristocracy and of course contributes to patrician power, which is not very high, but it is there. So I'm thinking of revoking that. Probably it's fine to just do 26 stabilities, not the end of the world if we take that hit. The other thing we could consider, and I'm less sure about this, is in the burgers, we could go and institute elite patronage over here. It does upset the nobles a little bit. They'll deal with it. Increase trade efficiency, which is great, and gives us progress towards plutocracy. We could also do formal guilds for more push towards plutocracy. I think mostly we'll probably have to rely on events to push us towards plutocracy in chunks. And as long as we're not being pushed back towards aristocracy, this should be fine. I don't think I want to give the estates any more power. Even though, the burghers love us very much, so it's not the end of the world. Obviously, I want to keep it mostly within the Republic ourselves. But I do think we're probably going to drop right to inherit. Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, okay, what is this? Flags are because you're at war. Good. There's a great mod called Better Road Builder. Now, we are running modless so far, and because it's so early on in the EU5 lifespan, I guess, even things that don't affect gameplay, that are just UI things, are a little scary to me. Better Road Builder, achievement compatible and save safe. Change the color and thickness. Okay, so apparently when you subscribe to a mod on Steam, it crashes your game. Just as an FYI, if you've got EU5 running and you subscribe to a mod on Steam, I'm like, it's fine, I'll just subscribe to it. I'm assuming it doesn't add it to the game unless I add it in the launcher. But I'm like, I'll subscribe to it now so I don't forget about it. Anyway, change the color and thickness of roads, adds rivers in both the roads and road builder map mode, easier to see and plan road connections. That sounds great. So I'll leave the subscription. As far as I know, it's not active. And yeah, then I have to reload, my Strasbourg B save, because I'd made a couple of adjustments. All right. Wow. Yeah, U5 didn't like that. That was bizarre. Capture's okay. Capture's okay. All right, good. Oh, you do it from the main menu? Maybe that's why it crashes, because it doesn't wait for the loader to... I don't know. Anyway. Theoretically, it's not actually running. But okay, so you do have the mods in the game itself, not through the launcher. I didn't know if I just had my thing set to skip launcher, or if U5, did they just get rid of the launcher completely? I know Ubisoft was removing it from like the Civ games and stuff. I can't remember the... Hang on. I just talked to my parents yesterday, reminded them again of the streaming schedule. Because they called yesterday, Sunday morning. They're like, you're not streaming, are you? I'm like, no. First of all, I don't stream on Sundays. I don't stream in the mornings. It's just Monday, Wednesday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, a little bit longer. So what do we get? Monday afternoon phone call. Okay. Where the hell was I? Yeah, so actually, just real quick. I'm just going to see any chance that mod is already active. I don't think so, no, because we don't see big chunky lines. Okay, so I don't think the mod is active. Let's repeat. So I want to a political principle. I do want to go and cancel the right to inherit. Revoke. Okay. I don't think I'm going to add the extra burger, what do they call, privileges? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to add those, but I think overall that's going to be okay. And then negative money. Oh, we might be taxing a little less right now because I still have this adjusted to be some lower targets. Oh, no. Oh, that's right, because we lost the stability, so we're getting more of a push. But I'm going to pull back on this right now because I want to make sure we're not going into a war. Again, we're technically in a war, but we're going to be starting a bigger war. I don't want to go into it with negative income. We can always rebalance it after. Was that everything? Is that everything we did? So my notes were administrative principle, political principle, cancel right to inherit, discuss the elite patronage and formal guilds, but I'm not going to do it. And then my next note is war with the Netherlands. So right now, we don't have a CB, but we've got a parliament going on, so we can create one. Right now, if we looked at declaring war on the Netherlands, Austria wouldn't jump in. which seems rude, but I guess it's because they're already in a war. We could wait until this first war finishes, but I think we can just solo this. I think we can just solo this. Dead William says, check if they have Brussels. You know, I don't know what a Brussels is, but apparently a Brussels is in fact the capital of the Netherlands. So for those of you keeping score at home and wondering what a Brussels is, apparently it's the capital of the Netherlands. So all the more reason to start the war. We do have a little bit of crankiness from some people, but they're pretty small right now. I think I'm just going to go ahead and eat I don't think our antagonism's actually that bad. I don't remember when our last actual war was, but the blue here is like none, right? Yeah, and the gray is like a tiny little bit. Yeah, no, we're fine. We can do this. What could possibly go wrong? So we're going to move our troops up here. We're going to use the parliament to get a CB. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. We're going to fabricate a CB. Do we have... I'm going to prioritize along the river here because it's still good for various proximity and movement. River locations tend to... They have possibilities for canal locks and various things like that. Seems great. Brussels actually once was the capital of the Netherlands half the year. Wait, did they really flip back and forth? Huh. Fabricate CB on the Netherlands. On on Niederrhein, we already have some of that province already. That seems okay. Hard to see the river in this mode, but I'm pretty sure that's what I was looking for. I don't think the color here means anything. I think it's just differentiating each province. So I think this is going to be okay. Clicked like 6 times and nothing happened. Okay, we got that. Now, I could just let this parliament fail, take a little stability hit. We might go and hit, well, I don't know. Like, I don't mind burning away the various estate buildings, right? Because right now, I like that these add production efficiency, but they also add power to one of the estates. We could start stripping these away. That'd be fine. I'm not sure that we can get back to passing the law. I don't really want to lessen levy obligations, especially in the prospect of a war. That seems bad. Like, I'm gonna click this and see what else comes up. Yeah, more lessen levies. And for all I know, these guys here don't actually produce that many levies for us, and mostly we want to use the professional troops. But I think this might be a good war for us to use the levies to do a carpet siege. So, and even just by itself, this wouldn't get there. And everything, I mean, these 3 are so small as to be useless, so I don't think I'm going to bother. So I think we'll just let this fail. No discounted cathedral for us. Womp womp. So what we'll do is we'll unpause. We're going to let our troops get to the border. And then we'll pull the trigger, I think. And yeah, we may use levies just to carpet siege. It'll further impact our economy a little bit. It may be totally unnecessary, but the idea is use this army to actually smash the shit out of things and then see what happens after that. Okay, positive provincial food in in Cologne Bay. Lovely. Morale is capped out. We don't have a ton of stored up manpower, but I think that's fine. You think your voiceover volume changed after the phone call? Oh, I might have not put the volume knob in the same place. Actually, yeah, it does seem... I think I could use a little bit more of a boost over here. Yeah, with the way my voice... You know, my own voice is different, has different loudness every day, so I have to, like, adjust the mic slightly based on that. Are the Catholics at 100% revolt? They've been at 100% for a little while. They've only got one location. I think it's probably fine. Don't forget to set the troops so they're not on the middle flank. Oh, here, we'll do a little rebalance. There you go, and get some stuff in reserve. Okay, thank you for that. Did we do that? Did we put them all in the middle at some point? I don't know, it was so unbalanced. Anyway, let's declare war. Parliament approved claims. We got our diplomatic spending to the max already. I guess we're... You know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to wait 4 months before declaring war. I don't know why. I'm just going to decide that. You know, it's not a bad point. There should be an always auto balance. It's like, it's ripe for automation. Okay. More patricians in the army. So this is pushing us towards aristocracy, which I don't want. Also pushes us towards quantity, which I think I would prefer quality, but it's not the end of the world one way or another. But maybe the best should lead. Push towards plutocracy, that's exactly what we're looking for. And it pushes us towards quality, which seems best to me. So, all right, I like that. So, how's it going? Oh, did it say something about rebels declaring war? Was there another thing blocking me? Hold on. Oh! Hang on a sec. But these guys aren't triggering. They can't rebel while you're at war. Oh! So someone made a comment, watch, in before the game stops Quill from ever starting the war. And apparently that's what's happening. So, weird. So definitely in EU4, you could have rebellions pop while you're at war. I also would suggest that it would be entirely reasonable for rebellions to start during a war, historically. But in this game, did they decide to make it so that rebellions can't pop while you're at war? So if you're having, it's very artificial, and it also feels like this actually might be more rife for abuse, because if you're worried about a rebellion, as long as you do it before 95%, start some war that you never peace out on, then a rebellion never hits. I think we can all agree that that's bullshit. So now I actually have... Fine, I'll go help Austria win its goddamn war. Oi. Alright, first, I'm just going to get you to navigate in the right place by telling you to focus siege. We'll probably go and split this after, but do a focus siege, because it'll keep the army all in one. Yeah, you'll get force-wise peace at some point, but you could still delay your rebellions from spawning for a very long time. Okay. All right. So we have a heretic civil war, which is... Where? Apparently they have 350 dudes. They're not up there, are they? No. And you know what? I think I should let those guys off as vassal, but I bet you I can't do it while there's a civil war going on. Because if it had happened there... No, not... What am I looking for? Probably create subject, right? Okay, let me do a save in case I click and release the wrong thing. Not that I would ever... Okay, way southeast, thank you. Not that I would ever do something like that. We have extraterrestrial. Ooh. Extraterritorial, but, Select one region and range, release it, new extraterritorial subject, desired type. Country that exists by virtue of its build. Oh, it does not have locations. Yeah. Custom subjects, historical subjects. I mean, that's quite nifty. What? You cannot create this subject. Because we're at war. Okay. I assumed it wouldn't be possible while at war. I have land down here? What? Interesting pathing. Do I have any other weird bits of land I didn't know about? Because there's those two in the north that we discovered last... What? All right. Sure. All right, army. Move your ass. Was it showing the army being down here for a second? Like there was a weird teleport effect there. I really don't even need everything. Honestly. Where are you located right now? Everywhere I click seems to initiate movement. Okay, let me cut you in half. This group, go hunt those guys down. This group, just stay here. I think all I have to do is smash this army and it'll be the end of it. I think they're still alive. Oh, just some prisoners. Laggy? Oh, this is... Oh, no, it's not one of our counselors that died. Okay. Take you. Split you in half. Send you over here. Thought it ended when we smashed their army. Maybe it depends on the rebellion. Maybe we have to go and pacify the population. There you go. All right. End of the Civil War. There's an army of size 0 there. I think it was the leftovers from the prisoners. There it is. I was going to say, it's got to go away, right, at some point? Yeah, I really didn't have to send this many things down, but I didn't want to bother splitting my stuff up too much. All right, anti-piracy law is about to kick in. Maybe I should start this war now before anything else happens. Whee! Move fast along those paved roads. Oh my god, the lag on the start of the month here. Hey, okay, we gained a core. That's because we are simulating these places. So once they reach 50% or more of primary accepted culture, then they go from integrated to a core. I'm going to get a few more percentages here, and then we'll switch to another simulation. Before the stream started, I actually did change what we were converting, because the two things we're converting were already at like 70 or 80%. I'm like, well, I'll start on whatever is lower. Turns out all of our places are actually fairly converted now. But yeah. Okay. We're back here. I'll rebalance again, not that it really matters. The morale is going to be fine for us to move in. Let's anti-stupidity stave one more time, in case I click on, I don't know, the wrong country. All right. Let's declare war. Boom. What is... Blockaded ports! Hey, it's my first time seeing that! It's so funny that we've got some coast. So the ideal here would be to maybe grab all the way up to here. In Amersfoort. Or over here with Kampen, but this is next to the river. That would give us a little bit of sea access, and we could maybe start some stuff there. We will see. Well, they don't have an army yet. I think what I'll do is I'll move most of my dudes into Gelra here. Yeah, see that? The problem is we're going to move into like Netherlands territory, and I'm going to be even worse at pronouncing everything. If you want to form a new tag, remember to check if it's part of Lorraine or Lotharingia, you mean? Yeah, because there are... We will theoretically prefer to target those places, and unfortunately, it doesn't include these bits up here, weirdly. Like, yes to here, but not actually this coastal bit. Still, we'll do what we can. All right. Move in here, and they're going to raise some troops, which is fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to split off our artillery, and they don't even need all of it to get the max bonus, I don't think. Nope, that's right, I forgot. It's the inverted behavior from what I'm used to. The thing that you split off doesn't get selected by default. Then I'm going to split off half of the infantry. And actually, I think I'm going to split you in half again and just throw 6,000 or 8,000 in here on the siege. And then the rest of it, as soon as this is done shaking out, are going to go and hunt some people down. So yeah, you siege that out, that's fine. And this one, I'm just going to give you the objective to hunt armies literally anywhere you see an army. Don't hunt them down, buddy. What? Oh yeah, there's some bad guys down here too. Okay, that's fine. Still a duchy, why not upgrade it to a kingdom yet? Well, that's a great question. Let's take a look at that. So, to be able to become a kingdom, we have to, there are various requirements for it. And one of those requirements is to not have the we cannot become a kingdom modifier, which we have the we cannot become a kingdom modifier. So, that's why. Because we're in the HRE, and it blocks it by default. And we're just a small, unassuming nation. Us? A kingdom? I would not pretend to that. No. We're very small. The other nations can continue to ignore us and pretend we're not a threat. I wonder if I should rush this. I wish this tooltip was a little bit more accurate, because it always says we're never going to succeed. Okay, you know what? I think this automated army stomping is a little confused here, so we're going to go and do it ourselves. Wish you could hear it. Quill sounds like an old-timey villain. You said something about getting echo. Do you have 2 tabs open? Do I have, like, a radio announcer voice for you? Maybe I should just go and hit another one of these locations. Oh my god. The start of the month lag is real. Oh! Okay, well, I didn't know there was something over here. Huh. They were completely hidden in the forest, I suppose. We have a lot of modifiers against us. Oh, our current dice is 4. This is due to combat modifier value. Oh, I hate combat modifier value. It's my least favorite. We are kicking their ass, though, which is good. We have... That's us over here. Yeah, we have slightly more discipline. We have more tactics, which is very important. And we have a higher base morale. Boom. Love to see 10-to-1 kill ratios here. That's fantastic. Is this little micro country part of this? No, it's not. Okay, maybe rather than let the AI pick a target, I'm just going to right-click on these guys over here. Go. Chase that down. That's fine. And they may have been levies, yeah. Speaking of levies, we didn't raise ours. Do I want to? Again, the idea being maybe I raise them, I just put them on a big carpet siege. I don't know. Let's just let the economy keep chooching. Especially since we're barely running a profit right now. We have lots banked, though. So it's okay. And there was one of our vassals doing some fighting. Yeah, just keep going after that unit, please. 28% over here. Ooh, we might get jumped on. Hang on a second. I don't like this. Start pathing this way. I think they're going to change their mind. But maybe I've got to babysit over here after all. Let's see if I can hunt this one down. Which also doubles as babysitting in this area. Raise your levy to raise their levies. That's pretty funny. I do love a good wordplay, good puns. This actually, there's so little vision here. This actually would have been a good one to build a spy network for, but... Okay. I could pull back a little on their Diplo spending as well, but I might want to do some separate piecing. We'll see. All right. Yeah, we don't have any cannons in this stack, so I don't think we'll do... Oh, there's another belligerent group over here. Neither one of these are doing the shattered retreat. So we should be able to follow. Oh no, that's the little flag. I can barely see it, but this one isn't. They're movement locked. Yeah. Okay, so follow this group. Separate peace doesn't take a diplomat? What? Normal peace out does, right? I think? Or is it only war deck that does? I thought peacing required a diplomat. But maybe not. Only the declaration does. Oh. I guess it could be annoying if for some reason you get a little bit, hit locked and can't generate a diplomat for some reason, so you can't peace out. I guess that would be pretty dumb feeling. Okay, you over here, I'm going to give you an order. Your order is going to be to focus siege. And I can't never remember if it's... I don't know the province names. If it's control or... I think control might just be a province at a time. Yeah. Actually, I guess do this, because this is our war goal. I'm not sure. There's no fortress in here. Tell you what. There you go. Let's open up something like this. Go and focus each. So it should stay as one big stack. And just move from fortress to fortress over here. This is the people move around, which is fine. Moves us towards centralization, which doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. All right. Now, thank you for dying very quickly, because I hadn't actually, you know, monitored what the terrain of the engagement would be or anything like that. But looks good. Jump in over here. Maybe I was going to say, maybe we want to drop the speed a little bit. Strasbourg is 1. Lovely. And this guy is on a broken retreat, but if we start chasing him now, we'll probably engage with them after that has ended. So we'll do that. Oh, we could de-siege some of the territory, maybe, that's been taken here. I don't know. Maybe. Research confessional courts. Ooh, faster conversions is good. Discounted cost of courts is really nice as well. Excellent. Plenty for our counselors to do again here. Oh, no, you waste your best punks by not paying attention. Hey, Quill, another month, another subscription. This last month, I wrote a script for a theater production on puns. It's a play on words. You know what? I shouldn't have read it. No, I'm kidding, obviously. The worse a pun is, the better it is. It's paradoxical. Much like this game. You can give me your booze, too. I deserve it. A daughter is born. Ooh, I did not reset the name in game. Let me off to scroll down a little bit to see who submitted today. And it's Nightkark who started us off today. Dun-dun. Nightkark. Kark. Boom. Let me do that. Markers complete. What I'm going to do, just to clean this up, I'm going to go and refund all the points. Name game queue has been cleared and reset, so jump back in. All right. You're still hunting. Odds are good. We're not going in with full morale, and they do have potential reinforcements, but, you know, I'm feeling very confident about the state of our military. I'm going to say this was pretty good. We lost 200 and killed 4,000. Yeah, that's not bad. Sit here for a second here. We'll do a little rebalance this way. And actually, I'll do a shift consolidate to get as many full screen strength people as possible. Can I even get here with the fortress? Not directly, but yes. Okay, just move here, which is neutral territory, and restock your morale. They're trying to de-siege there. That might be our focus, I don't know. Do not redeem it? Do not redeem what? Or do people not... You don't want other people in the naming game queue? I kind of want to jump on these guys, and then we'll probably go and deal with that siege, because they're not going to break that siege. We're here now. Yeah, we'll cross the river and attack into the forest. An insta-stack wipe? Is this because our cavalry is so fast that it hits them before they're even prepared? Huh. Oh, it's a meme. The Indian scammer call. Yeah. Do not redeem the gift card. I do like those channels that do go and troll the fake tech support scammers. Yes, they're very good. And smash them in the face. There's that. The right flank's going to collapse. Everything else follows quickly behind it. Lost 120 dudes to their nearly 8,000. Like, there's a reason I'm feeling cocky. I think it's a pretty legit reason. Now, what I could probably do at this point, I feel like the back of this has been broken. What I'm going to do is I'm going to group up my troops, merge them together, then split them in half. We're going to split the artillery half and half. And I'm going to both these guys start the siege. Convenient timing that the siege just did that. Well, the balanced unit doesn't matter because we're going to be splitting you in half anyway. But I'll do that now. So now I've got 2 armies. Both of y'all are going to get the focus siege command. Focus on this area. That's fine. Or I could specifically focus on like a secondary participant in the war to look for the separate piece. I think they're going to split up. Yeah, they moved together first, but then they're like, oops, how embarrassing that we both went to the same place. Let's go and split up now. Okay. Nothing more satisfying than a 20-to-1 kill ratio. Yeah. And both of these stacks are big enough that I'm not worried about being attacked. Likely fail in assault. I don't believe you. Well, it might be true. Ooh, there we go. Gain another core. What I'm going to... All right. No, that worked. Are you still on auto behavior? Yes, you are. Good. What I'm going to do, this guy here, I'm going to switch his assimilation target. Yeah, we'll just pick something that's got a low number and try to bring it to 50% so it cores up. I think the 10x casualty between same-sex people is absurd. Yeah, but I think a lot of it is we're still fighting their peasants, right? We are using a purely professional army. I don't know if there's a quick way to tell when looking at these dudes. These are definitely regulars, although they are not tech upgraded. Like, we're in the same tech category, but we actually have, like, they're using strength 100 footmen. Whereas if we look here, well, we don't really, apparently we're not getting the breakdown over here. But each of our regiments is bigger. Oh, brown is levies, gold is regular, silver is merc. Oh, so over here, there it is. That's the number. So you can see here, 7 levies, 1 regular, and a few mercs thrown in as well, right? So they've got these mixed armies that are still very, oh, you got more. Oh, that's mercs. Interesting. But, you know, they really don't have much in the way of regulars. We might have to go and whack that guy after we're done we've done one of these sites. Let's hit the button again. We definitely lose a bunch of people, but it does speed things up dramatically. All right, let's go and tell these guys they're not allowed to de-siege things that I've sieged. Is it worth having it regular drilled up? Yeah, we didn't, just because we didn't have a ton of manpower, and it did cost a little bit more money. We have a lot of regulars. Drilled regulars, like high XP regulars, is much better. There's no denying that. This is, there's no fort. Is this not the capital of this particular state? I suppose not. You know what? Can I go straight to Brussels? It's doing the pop-up thing. Is it because I can't reach, or it's because there's a weird selection? Oh, it's because it's not... There you go. It's not actually selecting the army. Okay, no. The army is selected. Okay, I can move here. I can move here. Yeah, that's weird. I'm assuming it's bringing up the pop-up menu because I can't actually reach here because of Fort Zone controls. But that is not... I don't think that's the correct handling of the UI. Oh yeah, we can go and just... Yeah, sure, we'll go smash that army instead. I have... Oh, that's a fleeing army. Oh, laggedy lag. Happens to you a lot too, yeah. It's just the cursor should turn red or have a sign, or when you right click it should go eh. Okay, maybe not that. That would probably annoy me. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson? Wait, am I not? $3,800 to 51. I mean, I feel bad for our 51. Because obviously, my people are so much more important than everyone else's people. $2,800 to 34. Yeah, all right. Going okay. So, I'm going to manually move down to Luke. No, I don't. No, we're going to take that. Again, flipping humanist does slow down our conversion now, although it speeds up our assimilation. So, 50-50. Another big stack over there. Use a rush button here. A bunch of defenders. We do have the wall breach. I don't know if the wall breach makes it easier for us. Yeah, far easier to assault. I think we'll go ahead and do that. Just to guarantee we finish off over here. Great. And I don't know that I need to help out with this battle, but I'm going to jump in. All right, just go now. This button does seem actually ridiculous. I mean, there's definitely a cost of manpower, but it's low. I can probably reach Brussels now, and I can. Oh, this finished. Oh, yes, of course, because I rushed it. Do I go and right-click on this unit? No, I think I just pick a random fort. I'm going to focus entirely on the primary target. I think I could separate piece out for a bunch of money, actually. Hold on. So I'm literally the only person on my side. Well, and my vassals. So I'm not going to have to split, like, war reps and things. All right. Let's see what we can do. We do have attacker ticking. So we did properly take the war goal. It's less about needing that and more about not wanting the minus 25 or minus 50% from not having it. When declared war on all the Low Countries. I mean, technically we just declared war on the Netherlands. It's not our fault that stupid sexy Flanders came in at the same time. Is that the North Pole? St. Nicholas lives there. Not the breach yet. You know what? Here, I'll order the assault in the side places. Oh, that went really well. So is this a capital of a place? Because it's got the little flag. Not got a fort. Tell you what, you are gonna get the focus siege here, there, and then control click for here. All right. Yeah, all right, let's just order the siege here too. Losing a lot of dudes. Burghers of Pirmasens. Satisfaction. Local burger power for 20 years in one place. That's a lot of satisfaction lost. I mean, the burgers are fine, but we're not near their cap right now. You know what? I'll say yes. One place having more burger power is really not the end of the world. Siege of Brussels is successful. Hooray! All right, go and stomp some more people over here. They're trying to de-siege. Attack, 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 attack. There we go. On. This guy on hunt. You're getting a little annoying, not gonna lie. I mean, we are at war with these guys too. And just ignore these armies, especially if we're doing the push. I mean, we're losing troops doing this. Oh, we're learning about the Sahara Oasis. Oh, they progressed over there. Okay, tell you what. Sure, do another rush. Ooh, that was considerably more painful. Now come over here and smash those guys. Rebellious estates, that's fine. Oh, we have a place not being integrated? When do we get Germon? I don't know. Integration. Oh, I can't remember what kind of job integration is. It's military. Okay. And 76, I think, is our best military. Okay. So you, instead of converting a place that's partially controlled, let's go and start integrating Gemona. Is it down here? So I wonder, did we, when Austria pieced out of their war, did we get the territory then? And then that was just chosen as the Catholic uprising spot? Huh. Oh, someone else is cleaning up that mess. All right, well, that's lovely. I don't think I want to rush anymore. I don't think I can separate peace. Mostly we've been warring the primary person so far. Be interesting. I don't know if we can afford taking a vassal. It would be interesting to vassalize Flanders. But yeah, I think it is just going to be some separate pieces for money. Is what we're going to try. Maybe I can split one of these guys to a carpet siege. Just waiting for a wall breach. What is devastated location? Oh, because the siege. Yeah, you know, I should have checked again after the rebellion to see if I could drop you off. The color of the bird / sword next to your cabin indicates skill level. Right, okay, cool. Although it is color, the symbol is whatever job they're working on. So of these two, I guess that does tell me that this one's got the highest military, which is good. Now, for all I know, one of these guys might have had higher military, probably not, because that's what I have them on. Okay, we got our wall breach, so I will assault. We got our wall breach, so I will assault. Okay, and then what I'm going to... Gain to core. Good, lovely. I'm going to do with these guys. I'm going to change... Well, you actually didn't have an order. I'm going to tell you to carpet siege. And you're going to carpet siege stupid, sexy Flanders. Hopefully it doesn't bite us in the behind. Also, if you deck a coalition against you, you can separate piece all of them. Have vassalized all the HRE in one war. Wow. I mean, at a certain point, when you can get strong enough that you don't care about... Ooh, that is a lot of money. Yeah, the commoners are going to just get slightly upset. But yeah, at a certain point, you might not care about antagonism anymore. It was always the same thing in U4. At some point, you just don't care. Or what you do is you keep declaring war in a cycle so that you have cycling truces with everyone, so that no one can form a mega coalition against you. And then at some point, it really doesn't matter anymore. Interesting. We go carpet siege, but this guy's like, yeah, I'm not needed. We're just going to send these two guys out, and they're not going to accomplish anything. It's not what I expected. Maybe I should always just use focus siege. I don't know. Yeah, dump on there. There you go. Now you got some proper modifiers. Oh, you got a wall breach already. Well, shit. Go ahead. All right. We sieged out some gents. Now we're going after some ladies. Merge you up. Yeah. Oh, we getting the Fa La La song? Think so. Still want the in-game little radio indicator. Tell me what the songs are. Just wait for the wall breach. You don't have to cycle even this game. The reason you had to cycle was also you could not separate piece members of coalition. Ah, you're right. It would slow your growth. Whereas here you can separate piece out in a coalition. Okay, that is powerful. Heated debates. Lose $2,000 because of my increasingly bad reputation. What? I don't have a bad reputation. Wow, like 3 different songs came into my head. I guess I'm gonna take the stability hit. You can only separate piece of coalition if you declare the war. Oh. So they'll defensively come in with one another, but are willing to separate piece out. But if a a coalition declares war against you, then you can't separate peace them? Interesting. Well, 35% without a wall breach yet. So we'll probably just let that one finish. Don't give a damn about my bad reputation. -7. Alright, well, just go to work. Yeah, we'll see if we can... Maybe I should move this unit here, too. I don't know. Full states. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Wall breach. Nope. Alright. Well, maybe we'll do that if after this war we could consider starting a war against the coalition. And maybe not rushing to finish it. I don't know. Skilled new artists go up. I don't think we were researching that one specifically. I think it was just on the way to other things. Okay, so this is Hosford. We have 60% war score with them. And I mean, more land is always nice, but I'm a little worried about... Okay, we're going to prioritize money, is what we're going to prioritize. So I want war reps. I want all your money. And do I nibble? Just a little. Doesn't need anything. Just trying to see. Can we see what they produce? So this place produces stone, iron, salt. Oh, I produce enough salt. I don't know. Wine. I think the thicker... Okay, the thicker dash is, I think, the province division. Which to me makes me think I should maybe grab this, because presumably I have a bunch of this province already. And then here, if I do this, it's probably part of a province I already have. I think I'm just going to take a small nibble here. Make it a little easier on our government, because I'm also planning taking big nibble here, and I don't want to go infinite coalition. I don't know if there's more cost because... I don't have a claim on these, but I think it's fine. So yeah, mostly money and money. Let's try this. Oh, the release nation's actually always good. You're right. I always forget where that is. The flag? Divided by third part. What? Liberate. Null treaties. Nice prob... Are these in locations I'm taking? I don't know. You know what? Done. Take the iron while I can. You think that's probably worthwhile? I was wondering about that. We don't really have a source of iron. Okay. We're going to take Wetzlar. Oh, they will not accept. I could drop this. Oh, they still don't accept. Oh, they really want that location. Okay, you know what? Fine then. Done. 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 You get a new mission. Still focus siege, actually. I'm just going to go and, like, click everything. Diplo rep decrease antagonism, so conciliatory is better than belligerent. So if you want AE, feels weird. Yeah, but I mean, conciliatory, it sort of makes sense because you keep saying like, no, this isn't a real war. I don't mean it. It's just a special military operation or some shit, right? I look at conciliatory as a lie, right? It's just about like attitude, you know. Although antagonism given from taking land is higher. So even though it's got higher Diplo rep, I don't know. Maybe you did the math and it's like, it turns out you do save. I'm not sure. But you can take more in the war score. That's what the French did after every war. I got a wall breach. Go. You are... Oh, you were no longer on auto. Okay, let's go for... Looks like leper, but it's Ypres, right? Actually spelled different than I normally think of it as. Actually, maybe I'll rush... Sure, let's rush this one. Because, yeah, that's going to finish doing everything. Oh, Dunkirk and everything. If I sue for peace, 60.9%. Same as the other one, which is odd. I don't know if it'll make a difference if we just let the sieging auto-complete. Oh, I guess they've got some more territory over here, too. I don't know if I can reach Middelburg. Okay, I can. It doesn't have a fort. Those did finish. Although, again, you know what? I'm not looking for land here. Oh, can I not take land because it's not... Oh, that was weird. Oh, it affects other people taking land from you as far as testing show. Oh, the conciliatory. That's interesting. So, I mean, obviously it would grab more coast, but I don't want discontinuous terrain right now. Humiliate does give us prestige. It's not a priority, though. Like, again, our priority is all their money and war reps. And then, sure, well, I can block you from building. That's funny. All right, let's do that. Sell the land later. Oh, I didn't... Flanders owns this. That is actually fascinating. Huh. All right, we're going to do this now. We are making tons of money. This is great. Take the land and sell it to England. No, I'd rather have Flanders keep it so that when we do a subsequent war with Flanders, we can just start taking that land. Oh, it's to block them from building on our territory. Okay, I don't really care. I guess that makes more sense. Blocking them from building any buildings within their territory seems, like, horrible. I think blocking from building is bug fixing it next version. Oh, okay. Well. Done, done, done. Done, done, done. Thanks for the money, bros. Okay. I will set you to focus siege, and again, I'll just right-click here and choose everything. Just go find a place and siege it down, please. One step closer to air. You know we're gonna have to. That's our victory condition. Controlling at least one air. Well, actually, there's a county of air somewhere in... French Pretender Rebellion. Okay. None of this is going to shatter France, but it's going to slow them down for a little while, and that's nice. We like that. Why are you not doing anything? You have the Focus Siege mission, but you're not doing anything. Are you stuck? I mean, now you don't have any mission at all, which, okay. Why wasn't you moving? Ooh, laggy, laggy, laggy. First of the month. If you can enforce peace, the prevent rebellion, but it's just gonna change the leader, right? Like, might be a great power action. Oh, maybe. Like, I don't think I care which side wins. It's not like I have a family on either side. I mean, almost certainly. Okay, that siege just finished on its own, which is lovely. And we'll breach. The Pretender Rebellion will become a permanent nation. Oh, wait. Are you saying... You're saying this would split the two? I just assumed the Pretender is a pretender for the throne. So if the Pretender wins... Oh, but you're saying enforce peace. It would just stop out. Oh, so it's not about the victory. I don't know. Council meeting, another official document. Counselor Oh yeah, my leader, who has got air in his name, he's Lorrainian. We could make French our new court language. Lack of understanding might be beneficial. What is interesting, because Strasbourg has alternated so much in so many different ways. But I don't think that's our vibe. No, we're not going to do that. We've been pushing our Alemannic culture, so we're going to keep going with it. Madeira Sea awaits. Ooh, so much world knowledge we've got going on. I like this little blob around the islands. You a Protestant? Yep. We follow the teachings of Lex Luthor, who warns against a coming Superman from space. Right, we just choose option 1 here. For our particular run. That's our vibe. We got a wall breach, so let's go and push the rest of this. I mean, maybe I should just keep hitting the button right away. It does work shockingly fast. This one's already at 35% though, so I won't worry. Womp womp. That's okay, that's a lot of dudes lost. So, who else could we can't see individual war score on this screen, huh? Which is too bad. Like, easiest way might be here. Yeah, only 6%. Yeah, negative percent. Okay. Can't you make a tiny subject in England? Oh, sorry, I missed that earlier. With Flanders, that would have been interesting. Although, again, I think it might be better for us to leave... Okay, now you're legit not automated, which is fine. It might be better to leave Flanders in charge of the Southeast England there. Okay, there's something wrong with this group. It will not go. Oh, there it goes, finally. For some reason, it wasn't carpet sieging before. We might really need to rush the sieges on the coast, because the coast does give a -1 modifier. Yeah, that's a slow siege. So maybe I'll keep hitting the buttons on that one, but I might want to slow up on some of these others. Wittenberg is done. A new market. Oh, in Stockholm. Well, okay. Wow. I'm sorry. Look at these micro markets. So they just formed the market of Kimi. Oh! Okay. Wait. Yeah, okay, there we are. I was gonna say, we're not as big as before, but I forgot we own Köln now, so our market doesn't go up here the same way. What are the green board? Oh, this is the war state. And we've got a lot of money. We might open up a bunch more foreign trade offices after this. I think Stockholm's still getting built, so it's not there yet. Oh! Oh, we get the message that it's happening. Okay. That they've started it, but it hasn't actually popped. That's right, we've seen that before, and it's a little confusing. We got a wall breach, and it's coastal again, which is hurting the rolls, so we'll push it. Push it real good. I could refill these regulars by just sitting in our territory for a sec. Location of Wessel is now considered a core. Lovely. Oh, we have to start more integration. No, you over here. Because we took some more territory. I forgot. And which of these two? Okay, you're crap at military and really good at diplomacy. You're not great at military either, but we're going to start it regardless. Nuclear Wessel. Siege the coast. Okay, it's almost on a tick. See what we get out of it and then make a decision there. It's getting awfully small. You know what? I don't think I'm going to rush you anymore. All right. Oh, okay. One of our counselors. We are going to need a lot of military-focused people for now because we need them both for the conversion and also for the integration. So I guess we'll go with Christoph here. That's fine. 65 is not fantastic. This Alan Martin's amazing. But he's not great at military, which is what we need right this second. Alan, stick around. You're only 39. I'm sure we'll hire you at some point. Probably, maybe. I will switch our simulation target, though. And pick something that's got very low percentage of our culture, so that it will become core. Hold on. I might want to bother with Jamona. We might release you. Esha's probably a good target. Maybe, okay, Wataraub. However this is pronounced. Because it's definitely very contiguous. Let's get that work. We've got to get you over 50% regardless. Population currently dropping. There. Coming here. Ah. Oh yeah, I also need a giant warning. Okay, there you go. Good. When we don't have a head of cabinet, I really would like an alert for that when you don't have a head of cabinet. But we do have one. Yeah, I think I should definitely knock you off as a subject, and I might still do the same bits over here too. They're not going to be very big, so it shouldn't lead to any loyalty problems. Shouldn't. Yeah, it makes no sense to control it directly. I mean, it certainly doesn't make sense for us to bother assimilating it right now. I mean, if we do get a coastal connection here, then technically we'll get a little bit more control there, but really not. All right, France. All right, France. I guess they've probably, yeah, finished their civil war. Okay, Rocklitz is ours. Manpower, war exhaustion. No, I don't need the manpower. And I don't want to add too much war exhaustion. All right, Saxony, listen. How you feeling now? 27. Okay, it's not much, but it'll do. I don't think I'm going to take any land from you, although it is interesting that you've got more bits over there. It might lead to a more interesting vassal. Let's release... Oh, you're totally unwilling. I think I do want you to do the release, so... Did you look at any game... Did you see any games you like the look of at the Game Awards? Oh, yeah, I mean, I actually haven't seen the trailer for Divinity yet. I heard it was quite gruesome. It doesn't matter that I haven't seen the trailer. I'm excited for Divinity, for sure. Also, I heard they were going to announce Half-Life 3 at the Game Awards. That happened, right? That wasn't just fake internet hype? People reading signs where there aren't any? Okay, we're just gonna go and just choose a different one that doesn't matter just because it'll get rid of the pop-up. Half-Life 3 came out. Oh yeah, the Old Republic, the another Star Wars game. That's right. It's like I can't remember. I didn't watch it live, so I was just picking up the news afterwards. Part of me is like, man, maybe I should have done some sort of reaction stream or something. Also, I'm reminded again that I really have to play Expedition 33, which I've always wanted to play. Someone's trying to open a new market in St. Helena. Okay, well, that's fine. Still, I have to finish Bloodlines 2 first, though. Again, might just be I sit down and do a bunch of YouTube recordings for it at some point. Too many things came out simultaneously, interrupting one another. Oh yeah, Warlock D&D game. That's what Bloodlines 2. It's very it's fine if you like it, sort of a, you know, it's a graphic novel kind of vibe with, you know, some little action bits rather than a true like crunchy RPG. Like, it's an RPG in terms of you playing a role, but it's not really. It's very stat light and no inventory and things. So that you know, that's a little disappointing, but I am invested in the story, the main story. Is it as good, you know, overall of a game as Bloodlines 1? Should have been called Bloodlines 2. I'm going to leave that discussion to other people. Am I invested in the primary story? Yes, I am. What are you seeking from the Netherlands? Lots of land. Huge tracts of land. Probably the Gouda. I should probably spend. I'm a little always leery about spending during war. Because like, oh, what if we run this big deficit or something? But I probably should be. It's a lot of money stored up. No inventory while we were playing female characters in no pockets. What's some of the things with like my historical research that I've been doing for my book set in 1789 Strasbourg is like the shocking revelation, and it's something I kind of vaguely knew, but not to the full degree. The shocking revelation of how, for the longest time in human history, women had really practical pockets, arguably more practical than men's pockets, for like huge tracts of human history until basically the last 100 years. That's ridiculous. There's like these like the dresses and the petticoats had these like perfect little slits, and you'd strap on these pockets, and these were like big, deep pockets. You could like carry a ham in these goddamn pockets. Okay, +1 cabinet seats, huge. That is a big tech. So let's go and get someone else. Now I still really like Alan Martin, but I'm still thinking we're gonna have to do a lot of it. No, we got to take him. He's so good. Honestly, even at a 48, we can use him for some integrations. But we're taking Alan Martin. We gots to. Plus, you know, his name is Martin. What's not to love? So yeah, so he's really good at admin stuff. But we've got some things we need to do. Annoyingly, admin doesn't help with the conversion or the assimilation, which would be ideal. And ideally, right now, I would much prefer for him to be doing integration, although we're good on that. Honestly, some stabilization work wouldn't be the worst thing in the universe. And conversion would also be good. But I think what we'll do is we'll put him in assimilate. He's pretty good at an 88. We'll do some more Rhine to Alemannic. We'll pick, actually, I'll pick this place. Eschwege? Actually, no, that's a little further. Oh, there we go. Hunsrück. Good. Let's get that converted over so we can do some more Corey things. And yeah, we've gotten a fair amount of assimilation on these guys now. I would really love... Okay, I can do one of their subjects. Can we find out where they are? Oh, no, they're super far. You know what then? Do Schoenberg. It's a little closer. And war reps. Okay, you know what? Then I don't care. Just do war reps and money. And you know what? That's fine. Then I didn't need to bother doing the rest. We're just going to finish this up and take some cash. My manpower is getting low. Done. 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 So we'll go to Lundberg. Oh yes, we are the Strasbourg. Resistance is futile. Your cultural uniqueness will be literally assimilated. Oh, we can do another parliament now. I've never done a parliament during war. Is there anything special? Back the war effort. Reinforcement speed, and if it passes, we lose war exhaustion. Doesn't matter. We're going to be piecing out soon, so I don't think I'm too terribly concerned about that. Develop the interior. Okay, this is interesting. First of all, if it passes, we get development, which I love. And societal value pushes towards land, which is definitely our preference. While it's running, we get a discount to urban building costs. I have tons of money. I say we click this, and then we just do it. Forced expansion is just expand forestry, which we don't have very many places of. We'll promote members of the burghers to get new characters. We do have a lot. The plutocracy is fine. Support the state. Oh, we would like to... How old is our guy? 39? You know what? We do actually have to get this. We'd have to pass... We'd have to give away a bunch of things. And what if they're low value and shitty? I'm going to go develop the interior. I also would like to do support the state. But we're going to develop the interior. We've already got it passing, which is great. We could go ahead and just do an improve the opinion of the colony of you. Who cares about that? We could go and tear down one festival ground. Yeah, well, we may as well tear it down the festival ground. Can upset some people, but deal with it. All right. I too should probably develop my interior. Grumpy, I think I should develop my exterior a little bit more. Actually, I just went to had my doctor's appointment this morning. My interior is fine. No, wait. That makes it sound like he was checking something else. I had some blood tests. Everything's groovy. Better than 2 years ago. Moving in the right direction. Not that it was bad, but it was like, well, these are a little higher than they should be, so let's work on that. Been worked on. The marinara is good? Yeah. I had a blood test. Answer is, I have some. Our son is born. Our son, very sneaky one, is stealth. So stealthy, you can't even see the A. A. All right, more sieging without rushing. I think that's fine. 100% war score. Yep, that's okay. We got a time before we get forced into a piece. Oh my god, lag. We do have quite a few alerts. Oh, am I right? I'm running the one that we got the cheaper buildings. So let's do that now. Let's do a bunch of building. I do actually want to spam a bunch of trade offices in other places. If I check, if I mouse over the Strasbourg market, what are we short? Okay, we have a deficit of paper, as we often do, and then a bunch of raw resources. So even though the paper workshops aren't listed as being the most profitable, I'm going to go and start 10 of those. And then in the coal market, they also need paper, though not as much. It's going to be okay. And then a bunch of raw resources. Okay. Then what I'm probably going to do is build more merchant quarters. Does increase burger power, but I can't see that as being a huge problem. Simulation and trade advantage. Burgers do trade more as well. Let me do 10 of those. Well, let's check our counting house situation. We have gained some more territory already. So, yeah, let's go. I'm going to shift click and build all those. I'm even going to force one in Worms, even though it doesn't have the workers right now, because we want one of those everywhere. Oh, we should check universities. Yeah, we want these everywhere too. They're quite pricey. Okay. Libraries. And temples, if there's a town that doesn't have one. There you go, we got a couple there. Boom, boom. Locks. All good. Warehouse? The market warehouse. Oops. Yeah, okay, none for those. I'm going to want to save maybe some money. Oh, yeah, bridges. Now, theoretically, there might be places that are like, a bridge here won't actually do anything, but I don't know. And I'm going to go enforce it. We'll just get all the bridges. Again, I would like a you know, you keep a mental list of like the best things. The printer shops still make money, although there's still a paper shortage, so it makes me wonder exactly like how profitable that might be. But I think we export a lot of books. I think like we were the capital of printing. I think our books are very big, like very, like, you know, very popular. All of our books have vampires in them. That's why they're such a big deal. What's this exclamation mark? No explanation? Not properly operating because you don't have enough pepper. Well, I think I'm just going to go back to paper workshops and I'm going to queue up. There you go. Another 10. So a total of 20 of those. I'm going to save the rest of the money for a bit of a buffer. I think we're going to go and do that. So we queued up a bunch because we do, and I hope I didn't misread this, but we do have 20% discount to urban buildings while that's running. Yeah, spent 6,000 gold. Worth it. We're going to do a big spending spurge as soon as the war was over regardless. And in fact, I should have been doing incremental spending throughout the war. But, on the other hand, get a discount. Oh, we got a wall breach. Although you're about to succeed on that, so that's probably fine. And yeah, we're getting a bunch of attrition in these places. I think some food shortages. Honestly, maybe I should just peace out. And I would like to take some money from Lüneburg, but that would take a while. You know what? I think I'm just going to end it now. Yeah, you know, I think that's okay. Yeah, we could send our troops home to replenish as well, but there's other... Oh, they're out of food is part of the issue. I'm going to just make sure we don't get black flagged. I'm going to send all my troops home to one of these city locations. Hopefully there's a place that's got food. No, you don't have food. There, we'll send you to Bonn. Bonn sounds like a good place. So just get out of there. Make sure you don't get stuck in a weird place. Although it shouldn't matter because we're not actually taking the territory, so I think it's fine, but... Oh, everyone likes us. Well, of course, we're just so very likable. Yeah, construction missing paper, I think for our universities probably. All right. Super peace. So here our goal is actually to take territory. This is coastal, all along the river. We'll do that. And you're still very fine. How greedy do we get is a bit of a question mark that I don't know the answer to. I mean, I kind of want Brussels, but I actually don't know if we prioritize taking Brussels yet. Actually, hold on. Let me clear this. Because what I'm going to do is the places I'm going to take, I'm going to control click, so we're taking province at a time. There we go. So I get entire provinces in these areas. I took some stuff in here. Do I just... Maybe I take all of Holland? Go to France? Oh, that's an interesting idea. Is if we go along here, maybe we can prevent France from going in. Maybe we just take Liège for now. Take this so we have the coast. Take Liège for now is sort of that. Lotharingian locations are here. A lot of this is not Lotharingian, but it is along the river that we want to keep expanding along. So I think we're going to do that. Or we make the rush and take Brussels now. I don't take any of this, which means we don't get coast. We might be able to create a bit of a buffer versus France. If we take Brabant, for example, Liège and Brabant, that would be a pretty good buffer because this is Flanders over here. That's not a bad idea. If we take Brabant, then we can war deck Flanders. Are we not getting the coast this time? So if I take Liège and this, and then this, and that, I can't take this entire province. But I could take... Oh. Almost all of it. I would be not taking this one location in South Holland. Okay, this might be acceptable. I mean, there's a town here, but I mean, it gives us this, and then, so Dordrecht over here. The Hague, I don't think is in the location we're taking. This seems kind of okay. If you split enemy territory, they get a debuff to accept the peace deal. You're saying that... Is this splitting, though? I mean, they're accepting this. It seems fine. I think that's probably okay. War reps. And then... money. We do some releases and things like this. I think it's okay. Coalition! It's fine. What are they going to do? Instead of Holland, take Hardik... Take where? No, it's all Dutch to me. Is this thing plus 100? You can mouse over your splitting. Mouse over where? saying north of Gederlin, over here. Oh, right here. Oh. Okay, hold on. Oh, is it control? Because that is a tiny micro location. Okay, first of all, you're right. We should definitely take that. I think that is really nice and clean. I'm going to go that way. We're 97 like this. And this is with war rep still. We will get more aggressive expansion or antagonism, of course. Sure. Wait, we can form already? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We can form already? Oh, we got 75 or 76 to 75. Yeah, the one thing I said, I didn't know how many locations exist for Lotharingia. It says we needed 75. It's like, is there 75 in total and we need all of them? Because you couldn't tell from just like mousing over. We put borders, but like there's no count. So we can become a new nation. And here's the thing. I love being Strasbourg. But what I love more is pushing buttons. Plus it makes this into a kingdom. Which we can't normally do. Except here, I think it's going to bypass that and make us a kingdom level place. I think we'll still be a republic. I don't know if it'll call us a Grand Republic. Whatever. We're not even thinking about this. All I'm doing is building tension. Obviously, we're going to hit this button. Let's go! We are now known as the Republic of Lotharingia around the world. I was kind of hoping for a bit more fanfare. We do get kind of a pretty blue color. Now, there's other places that are blue around. I gotta say, there's a decent contrast between us and France. Obviously, Flanders has got to go. That is unacceptable. But that does stand out a lot more from, like, Austria and things like that. It looks like that. Oh, you think we stayed a duchy? It looks like we're a vassal of France, and that is kind of offensive. It did keep us a duchy. So set tier 3. Would it normally have turned us into a kingdom if we were allowed to turn into a kingdom? I wonder. I wonder if it would have done it automatically or what, but we'll see. Or it needs a tick. We'll find out. The tier thing isn't the rank. Oh, is it just the size? This is an indication of the size of the thing. So you can only, maybe you can only form up to the next biggest version. Maybe that's all it is. All right, whatever. This is fine. You have, okay, this assimilation, unfortunately, we are going to have to go and replace you with integrate, even though you're not very good at it. This guy is terrible at military. He's only good at diplomacy, so he's going to stay on assimilation. That's okay. Our flag is now extra stripy. Okay. Oh, I'll do a new save because it'll call us... Oh, it still calls it Strasbourg. Interesting. Well, you know what? I'll still do it. We'll be here. We'll see. Maybe after a month it'll change. Let's see what happens if we unpause. Money's going down because we're replenishing our troops like crazy mad over here, which is very legit. I'm going to group you up. I'm going to give you a mission. Your mission is to suppress rebels. Literally anywhere there might be rebels, go and suppress them. Massive negative money. Again, it'll fix itself shortly. I think I'm going to drop the fort maintenance. I could drop the army maintenance. The army maintenance number is going to go down soon, though. It's going to be okay. Stability on its way up without spending a lot. Court stuff is going up without us spending a lot, which is where we're going to have to keep it. Okay. Yeah, 12K a month. 12K a month replenishments were happening. Because we have something like 46,000 as our army. And I think we're sitting at like, what, 18,000 or something left over? So yeah, it's going to drain our manpower pool probably, but that's okay. Our flag changed. And yeah, now it's been a month, yeah? Okay, so the category is still Strasbourg, but then it's got Lotharingia and the actual save name now. All right. Oh, yeah, let me pull back on the Diplo spending. there we go. We can go here, and we still don't have the disloyal vassal thing. And then what I'm going to do, I don't suppose... alliances. Saxony's cool with reallying. That's nice. Brandenburg might be a little bit bigger, though. Denmark's doing pretty well. All right. Hopefully we don't have too many relations. By war exhaustion. That is pretty high. Non-integrated. We're working on most of that. Okay. Yeah, I need to build more foreign trade offices. We do have some. I need to do more. But Aries says, you mentioned trade offices. If you don't have it, I would suggest foreign trade offices reform and trade colonies law for an extra minus 40% before building trade offices. Oh, interesting. All right. I was like, oh, it's fine. They're not coalitioning me. Right. I'm Lotharingia now. Like, why am I getting coalition pop-ups about this completely different country? Right. Oh, yeah, okay, hold on. How do we... This is not... This is a terrible UI. How do I know for sure what I'm releasing here? That is a terrible UI. Okay. There's Gemona. If I mouse over here, it just tells me, click to select this country to release it. And this country is just the Republic of Lotharingia. That is a terrible UI. Wow. All right. But yes, we will release Gemona. I mean, I'm clicking. Maybe I got confused because of what the order I did things in. Yes, click on the map. But just 2 seconds ago, I was just complaining on how clicking on the map is a terrible user interface. There you go. Because clicking on the map wasn't telling me what it was actually going to create. Okay. Oh, wait. Since when do you select a ruler? Oh, that's quite cool. So, because we're a republic, families doesn't really matter because it's all going to keep swapping anyway. Theoretically, we would love someone highly skilled that we're not going to go and assign to one of our own positions. I mean, maybe I should just get rid of someone crap. It doesn't really matter. Beowulfus! Congratulations! You're going to Italy. Done. Okay. Good. Well, had I started integrating these guys? Okay, because I want to get rid of this. Now, I'm also going to do the same thing to the dudes in the north here. And yeah, what's annoying is, like, I click here, and it's not really clear what I'm releasing, because it just mouses over my entire nation. I wonder if this is going to be one vassal or two. I'm just going to go ahead and click, and whatever happens, happens. So, again, yeah, we'll go for... Oh, I don't know if it remembered, or if it just default sorts by lowest ability. I'm just going to get rid of these guys. Although... Okay, on this, I could scroll. Right now, I don't see anyone that is named after a Twitch chatter, so that's too bad, but... Okay, this went and created one nation. All right, that's good, because these guys were not going to do much for me. These guys were not going to do much for me. Having them be vassals makes a lot of sense. Increased our vassal count, but that's okay. We got a couple of disloyal ones, although that's probably going to fix itself. And actually, if I got diplomats, what I'd want to do is go and improve relations with them over there, but we're just going to wait for now. Lots of possible rebels. We should be able to smack them down pretty easily when that happens. All right. Probably because you're doing custom subjects, not historical. But it doesn't matter. The point is... I promise I won't harp on this because it's going to annoy me. The point is, if these are clearly legal vassal places, over here in the tooltip, it should tell you what vassal it's going to create, or in this screen, or in, like at no point is it actually confirming which provinces are going to flip, which is bizarre. Oh yeah, I got to reassign the cabinet. I didn't want to do them until I finished the vassalization, but yeah, now there's time. And yeah, it doesn't matter. In theory, we could do the ones that are smaller in population or higher percentage, because it'll finish that integration faster, but it's all the same. And we might, arguably want to do the ones that are the least progressed. Actually, what I'll probably do is go by proximity. So you'll do the edge. Catholic thinker at court. I don't know about that. Pastors lose a state satisfaction, or this guy will gain. We have an 196 100. Could I not assign him to the cabinet because he was a general? No, you can pick a general and assign him to the cabinet and then degeneralizes them. Okay, obviously we want you to serve, so yeah, let them talk. Right, we passed our cabinet thing. That's great. This is an audiobooks. Yes, not very often, and I should more. Essential listens to tons of audiobooks, tons, and I always enjoy listening to audiobooks a lot, but I can very rarely do it if I'm doing anything else, because I get really distracted and will lose track of where I am in the audiobook constantly. So I listen to audiobooks when I'm driving or on plane trips or things like that. That tends to be where I do it more than anything else. So yeah, even like washing dishes is too much of a distraction. I cannot audiobook and wash dishes, which is a real shame, because I would consume so many more books than I do now. I mean, I read fairly often, but like only a fraction of the amount of time I'd like to. And I want to find more ways to like stack more books. I want to be reading a physical book when I can sit down, and when I can't sit down, I want to be listening to an audiobook like all the time, but I can't. Yeah, it's very frustrating. I did recently listen to the audiobooks for Carmilla, which is an old vampire story. Predates Dracula, for those of you who don't know it. And it's quite notable because it's a female-female relationship, female human, female vampire, and it's like, what? This is way back when. That's crazy, and very topical to what I'm working on. Anyway, so I actually tried reading it first, and it wasn't quite clicking with me reading it. It's a much older book, so the writing style is a little bit wibbly wobbly in different places. But then I found a free audiobook version. I mean, it's super old, like public domain book at this point. So I found a YouTube channel several YouTube channels do the audiobook reading of it. And what helped me a lot is I found like a female reader, because it's a female first-person novel, and it really helped to better immerse myself into it. So that was really great. It wasn't very long, so it's like, I know I can dedicate a block of time to just listening to this thing, in between other things. But yeah, it's kind of weird, because I feel like the only times I can listen to an audiobook and properly focus is when I'm not doing anything else. And if I'm not doing anything else, I can just be reading a paper book. Oh, there we go. One integration already done. Rulers, uncle, and a courtier. Okay, we weren't in any position. That's fine. Integrate. And yeah, just pick whatever. Again, maybe I should prioritize by proximity for whatever that might be worth. But I'm doing an audiobook version of Crimson Fall. So not currently authoring, or getting a proper professional performance of an audiobook is not cheap. I don't know if there's actually enough demand to justify the payback for it. Some people said, oh, read it yourself. I mean, obviously I like talking. The audiobook, I mean, I sort of did some of that when I was doing the beta reader thing last year. I would actually ended up reading like basically all the chapters, nearly all the chapters anyway, for people to listen to. But it's like, that's not a professional quality audiobook. For purely accessible reasons, I did go on my computer, using my own setup for it. I did do an audio AI generation of the audiobook that I put for free on the website. It all came about because I was annoyed, because I got an email from Amazon being like, oh, if you go and push this button, then we will make an AI voiced audiobook for you and charge people for it. I was like, no, I'm not violently anti-AI. But that's horseshit. I was just so offended that this is a thing. I was like, oh, it won't cost you anything. Yeah, but you're still going to charge readers. And like over on Audible, I think the minimum cost like for effectively for a credit is like $15. So you're effectively charging readers like $15 for an audiobook generated by AI. No, I got so upset. But at the same time, I was like, a lot of people have requested it, and you can get like screen readers, right? You can get a computer voice to read text for you. I mean, you can just do text to speech on your computer, or like a lot of the Kindles and things like that will have that feature. But they're ass. They are really bad reading. And so I was like, you know what? Just out of spite, I was like, I'm going to do an AI voiced version of it, put it on the website for free, just so that people who have accessibility issues will have it. But I'm not going to pretend that this is something worth selling in any way whatsoever. So this sort of in-between ground. Better than a pure screen reader. It's not as good as an actual voice read, but it's there and it is free. So you can get it on the website. So yeah. And it's like, it doesn't even consistently pronounce the name of my main character the same way. Sometimes it's Rosalind and sometimes it's Roslyn. So it's crap, but way less crap than other things. France forced us to embargo Aragon. How? Did I miss a pop-up? How does France... Oh, is it the naval hegemon? Does this have to do with now we have sea access, so now we have to deal with more bullshit? Is that what's going on? Or the economic hegemon? I'm assuming this costs them something. I haven't played as a hegemon yet, but I'm assuming there's some... All right, whatever. Bizarre. Does it auto timeout? Like, I was going to say, is Aragon going to be pissy? I don't think Aragon's relevant. Who are they being eaten by? Is this Spain? Okay. Lag. Oh, no. Tunis. Mauritian infantry. More base army morale. That's great. I mean, we're still well ahead on military because we did focus fire the tech. We've got a professional army. Oh, we're almost done our queue. Again, centralized states for 10 years. That's great. We've got some coast, and we may need to focus on some stuff there. There's no reason to build buildings there yet. Oh, although maybe roads. Again, maybe it would be nice to have the mod to do the road building, but I don't know. So again, this user interface is stupid because this is 100% how I would like to pick my road building locations, except this includes locations that aren't in my country. It even includes locations that aren't in my vassals. And I think the argument might be, well, you might want to build roads that go just outside your country because it increases accessibility to your market and it might cause more people to flip your market, or, you know, it's like a border place, so it might be better for war. Sure, that might be completely valid, but there should be a filter for it because what I want to prioritize first is places inside of my country. So instead what we do is we sort of go and we look for things within our border that are colorified, and we're like, okay, I guess we'll do that. And we'll do that. And then I have no money left. And honestly, I'm not sure that I would want to spend quite this much money yet, but we're going to get started. Build roads to Paris for faster speed and killing them. Yeah. Only a matter of time. Exhaustion, rebellious estates. Some things aren't being assimilated, which is fine. Shortage of paper. I know. I think our paper workshops are still being built. Might still be short. I don't know. Yeah, we're Lotharingia. Yep. After finishing our war with the Netherlands, which still exists, although it's a little bit messy now. We had enough to form Lotharingia. And we have to hit a button. When you have a button, you have to click it. You can't just rename your nation, right? Like, there's certain things. I think we can rename like locations. I don't know if we can name provinces. Right? Like, I think... Yeah, I can rename a location. I don't think I can rename a province. It'd be fun to do custom nation names. Oh, you think I could ask the emperor to be king? Oh. Okay. I just can't wait to be king. Who's the emperor right now? Sigmund. All right, of Bohemia. I think I probably have to go and... Imperial actions? Ask for election support. Because we asked them to become a duchy. But I think it was in here, and there doesn't seem to be asked to be a kingdom. So I don't know. Check kingdom requirement, need X cash or something. Oh, we literally cannot, we're not allowed to become a kingdom. Mahakmar, we can't be a kingdom because we're part of the HRE. There's literally, we just have a flag that's like, can become a kingdom? No. No, cannot become a kingdom. So, unless there's a ask the emperor for something, which I couldn't see. So if you know a way to do it, let me know. But unless there's we can ask politely to become a kingdom. As far as I know, we won't be able to become a kingdom until we leave the HRE or something. Things might also be different if we weren't a republic. There might be some weird things like that. But yeah. Do like a radio series for the book? Like serialized? Like one chapter at a time? Hey, that's kind of sort of what I did. So with the book, so last October is when I put out a call to sort of get some beta readers from the community. And the way I did it is I was posting the chapter as PDF, but then doing a read of the PDF at the same time. And so that was sort of the format then. And could you consider doing something like that again, which would be interesting. If all the HRE is part of us. Yeah. What if we just dismantle the HRE? So what are the requirements for leaving? We got to win a war against Bohemia with the leave Roman Empire against them. Okay. It could be something we do at some point. We could probably kick their ass. Let's rebuild at least our manpower. All right, constructions are happening, which is great. Wouldn't surprise me if we still have a paper shortage. Pepper? Peppers, please? We have no pepper. I suspect we could go and we can take a look here. Paper. I'm betting we're just trading away tons of it. Does it show up in here? If we're trading it away, would it show up in this list? You're trading away 0 of it. Can you tell that at a glance? Because that's the stockpile. I think we're just literally just consuming it all. We have a lot of printers, but the printers are profitable. Look at the supply. Yes, I can look at the supply. And I can look at the consumption. And I'm assuming because none of it says it's trading away, I'd have to compare it to another good. Like, find some other good, mouse over, and see. I think dyes. No, that's dyes with alum. Burgers are exporting some of the amber. So I assume if it was one of our exports, it would show up in here as well. Unhappy stance, that's fine. Fortress limit. We could go... Okay, we're 6 over fort limit. I should probably go and purge some forts. I'm going to keep the one on the coast here. I might get rid of this one. I mean, it's in a capital town, but it's got some forts nearby. I like Clev here because it's a really nice choke pointy kind of feel. I think I might get rid of the one in Essen. I mean, I sort of hate it because, like, someone has invested. Now we're going to go and tear it down. There are 2 close ones here. Maybe I could get rid of the one... Wait, no, Solingen isn't us. And Cologne is an actual city and along the river. Bergheim is an actual city, so it feels... But they are right next to each other. Maybe I get rid of the one in Bergheim. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this one. So that's the castle here? No. That's the castle there. I hate... It feels bad. But yeah, we got to trim it down a bit. I like the idea of just keeping a bunch along the river. It feels like strategically made sense. All right, Berg, I'm going to get rid of your Bergheim. And then I'll keep the one in Liège. I think that makes a lot of sense. We don't need both of these. I think Thionville is going to go. It's not a town, despite the fact that it's got Ville in the name. And this one's wooded. Yeah, all right, let's do that. Okay. We'll get rid of the Vic-sur-Seuil. Keep Luneville. This is right on the border with France, which seems relevant. Sort of a triangle of forts here. Maybe one of these could go... actually, Saint-Avold, I think, is going to lose its fort. Yeah. Well, maybe I should focus on the east. In theory, probably get rid of just one more. I'm going to get rid of the one in Heidelberg and leave the one in Speyer. That's the armory. That's the castle. All right. So 0.42 over our limit. That's fine. And we lowered costs in general. Maginot Line, the prequel. Sort of reverse that Maginot Line. Well, Germany also had fortifications, right? I can't remember what they called theirs. Everyone knows the Maginot Line. Comes up all the time in Jeopardy. So funny. And yeah, we've got a couple of little isolated blobs here that would be nice to pick up at some point. Siegfried Line, thank you. I guess if we did leave the HRE, we'd have a lot more flexibility about hitting some of these. Well, no. Because I could go after the free cities whenever I wanted. Now, I'd fight the Emperor, which may or may not be fine. But the question is the value of the war. The value of the war for a single location isn't much, but I guess I could nibble at Bohemia at the same time, if I wanted to do that. I don't know. I'm going to change my assimilation target. Oh. Keep just trying to bring people over 50%, so that when they get assimilated, they will be cored. Yeah, a lot of our money right now is coming in from war reps. Well, various diplomatic income, which includes some vassals. Or I guess if we could declare war to take this and then take war reps and money from these guys. And again, maybe a little nibble. But yeah, we're going to have to be a little bit more chill for a little bit. Burghers lose satisfaction, grant formal guilds. So formal guilds, again, isn't the worst because it pushes towards plutocracy. But no, I think we'll do this. The burghers still love us. You know, they're like, okay, well, we didn't love that, but we still love you. Yeah. How much Jeopardy watching? Oh yeah, lots. Yeah, we're as Essential's explaining, we're recording like old deep episodes on the Game Show Network because we're never been a nightly Jeopardy watch or anything. But yeah, we've been watching like, well, we record 3 new ones a day. On the replays, and we're watching something like 2 or 3 a night. Moves, lose. Okay, either way, this guy moves to us. I don't care about the Navy tradition. I'll take this. The patricians have been mostly cranky, so fixing that is good. Losing the prestige. I do like the prestige because of the trade push, but we have such a hard time generating prestige here. This is fine. Yeah, we really like trivia, we do. Do I need to worry about my dynasty? I check my dynasty and hover over my aunt and it says mother-in-law. Or about Countdown viewer, anyone UK? Oh yeah, I love Countdown. So watch regular Countdown. And then of course, 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown is God tier entertainment. Well, I thought it was God tier until I realized there was an over-God called Taskmaster. I also love the chase, the UK chase. I always watch that whenever I got a chance when I'm over in the Ook, mostly in Scotland. Love the chase. And I know there's an American version, but I've actually never watched it. It's too bad because it's got Ken Jennings on it, right? Who's great. It's got the Beast. It's got James Holzhauer, which I could probably live without, but you know, it's fine. So So I don't know that there's anything else that we need immediately. We don't create CBs the normal way. Like the only create CB I've ever used is through the Parliament. You know what? Maybe we got to unlock some of these harbor buildings. And maybe we got to start unlocking some of these ships. We could even start doing our explorations. I think we'll take a beat on that. Now, some of these... Oh, there we go. It shows us the age, because these are age 2s or version 2. They all say 2 in the top right corner. 3. Oh! Is the stuff at the bottom... Holy shit, there's a lot of stuff here. 4. Okay, so it's sorted by age. Probably it's sorted by expense. Now, there might be a better... We might already have the next better harbor building already. Maybe we don't need to research this one at all. When people steal their maps, it's cool. But maybe I'll just go to the bottom. Okay, so a new gun tier is good. Base morale is great. New cannon building. I'll wait on that, actually. This hasn't really been very a big moneymaker. The artillery buildings have had an issue. Correct section chance. We didn't take that iron mine. I don't actually know if we've got one. We're going to start caring about Maritime Province soon. Oh, I like unlocking new laws. Hold on. Tax efficiency first. Unlock a new law. Counter-espionage, maybe. Tolerance of truth first. War score cost decrease. Top migration speed. I mean, there's pros and cons here. I think we do generally pull more people in because we have high prosperity places. So that might be okay. Okay, the flute ship, that's a tier 3 ship, but we might not have had a tier 4 available. And some of these, of course, may lead to other texts that are good. Okay, I'm going to take the migration and the war score. Oh, somewhere along the way we unlocked pharmacology. That actually seems like an excellent idea. Free Diplo rep. Excellent. Okay, then we'll see what we do at that point. Yeah, Diplo rep is good. So we've got 2 provinces not currently being integrated. Yeah, this guy's just so bad at integration and so good at other things that it feels like it would be a waste to send him there. Exodus of Dotenkim? Oh, it's people. No longer feel they have a future in our country. Good riddance. Oh, that's the Catholics leave, or we just push to more humanists, which I'm going to still say is fine. Accelerates the assimilation. HRE is permanent border gore. It really is. Pirates. I mean, for the first time, we actually might have a little bit of concern about the pirates. But yeah, almost certainly we're going to have some more rebellions, which shouldn't at all be a problem. We've had pirate warnings for a while because of our trade buildings in various places, and like, well, there's nothing we can do about it. But now, theoretically, we could. France looking thick. Yeah, France has been a little scary. Look at this. They're down here into... I was going to say into Catalonia. I actually don't know where Catalonia starts. Is there like an area or region map mode? Is it Catalonia? Catalonia? Okay, so it is right up there. Yeah. So France is very much... Where's Barcelona specifically? I always picture Barcelona as being like further down the coast. Is it really? Is it up here? Oh, it is up here. Oh, wait. Hold on. Maybe it's because I wasn't zoomed enough. Well, no. I think I always pictured it sort of more here. Not up here. Oh, live and don't learn. Okay, core. Good. It's Catalonia in English. It's Catalunya in Catalan. Okay. I'm probably just going to pronounce it wrong for both languages. You know, as long as you make everyone upset equally, right? That's fine. Well, I really want to visit Barcelona. I don't know if Barcelona wants people to visit them these days. I mean, as long as we don't go into an Airbnb, maybe they'll be all right. Me too. I think Valencia's Barcelona. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Is that what it is? There's Valencia down here. That's exactly it. Yep. Okay. Paper missing. Coalition. Okay, I got a bunch of money again. We're gonna build more paper. Pepper, please. I'm going to shift click. We're going to build as many as we can afford. Boom. More pepper. Barcelona is close enough to the Pyrenees Mountains that you can ski in the morning and go to the beach in the afternoon. Oh! It's like what people say about Vancouver, which I was going to pan over and take a look at, except... no. Children have better education. Okay. Night cart. Well, what is this? Balanced education. The thing is, the next one, we'll definitely have to play a non-republic, because I would love to go and, like, get the heirs, like, really maxed out something, you know, we'll spend more on them. We're not going to spend any on these people at this point at all. And yeah, these, again, it says, oh, you can pick a better one, except they're not better. They're all the same. Like, the total... yeah, because this is 0.25 to all of them and an extra 0.5 over there. Because this is 1.5 total, and that comes out to... actually, I think this comes out to less, doesn't it? Yeah. Because it's 0.25 to each of them, which comes out to 0.75, and an extra 0.5 to a specific one, which is 1.25, which is less than 1.5 in total. So it's actually worse to go and focus them. Right? Am I right? That's terrible. Okay, so should we send a spy somewhere and start stealing some maps? In which case, what? Castile? Did I want to do anything with my diplomats? Oh yeah, hold on. I want to go and make friends with my vassals. Plus 300. Oh no, that makes sense because it's plus 200. Oh no, isn't it plus 130 with a normal country? I thought it was plus 200 with the vassals in EU5 as well. Was it always 300, or does it change with the eras, maybe? I don't know. Oh, spy on Great Britain or the Kingdom of England. That might be a good one. The Pope's also doing a bunch of exploration and stuff. But we're going down on Diplo. Oh, that's fine. Lose Republican tradition or Baldwin dies. He's a member of our cabinet. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to go and let this guy die. And the reason for it is, as great as he is at the diplomacy stuff, his overall points aren't that great, and he's probably about to die of old age soon anyway. So I'm going to do that rather than lose Republican tradition. Off with his head. And then, oops, stop. I'm going to sort by, well, no, I'll sort by total ability. Oh, that's interesting. The mids over here is actually best total ability. Is also the person with the highest military score, which I think is going to be relevant right now. Oh, hold on. I might skip over and go to Darden because you're going to live for a longer and we won't have to pay to replace you very soon. Sorry to mids. I knew that. But I am going to switch you to integration because you're still not godly at, I think I skipped over it. You're still not godly at military, but you are better. And this is very important. Okay. Oh, one of our integrations about to finish, actually, which is good, because then we'll start the final one. It's only worse if you all equally. Generally, admin is greater than diplo military. That's true. We have mostly been focusing on admin, and that's not a bad point. But the thing is, we can't guarantee they're going to be rulers, so we really don't know. Again, I think our decision-making process would be very different if we were a feudal kingdom as opposed to a republic. People of coalition. So if we look at our territory map, so the green is us, right? This brighter green, and then the slightly teal. I don't know what color this is. That's our vassals. Here, but integrations are happening. Now they may have been slowed down a little bit. Schwarzburg, 83. No, 82. No, it's still on par. In fact, so Württemberg's about to finish, and Schwarzburg will finish actually slightly faster than that afterwards because it's going to get a slightly bigger bang for its buck. Okay. Yeah, I know that vassals have a higher improve limit. Oh, your diplomatic rep also improves it for everyone. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Because I'm like, I know the vassals have a higher number in EU5 and EU4. Oh, our army is standing somewhere there's not. I wonder. You know what? Let me split. I always assumed that the armies would split to do rebel busting. There you go. I'm going to have 4 armies. I'm going to tell all of them to suppress rebels everywhere. And yeah, maybe that'll be better if they spread out. Certainly it'll make the food more consistent. Okay. I always assumed this was going to work like a carpet siege, where they would spread out to handle it properly, but clearly no. So this is probably going to be better for rebel busting. You make them good cabinet members if the ruler lives long enough, with the added benefit of being a crowd cabinet member for crown power. That's true. Ooh. Those starter month saves are just rough. You know what I should get? I should get another SATA SSD. Prices on those aren't gonna like go up like crazy or anything, are they? Right now, if you guys don't know, like video cards have been super expensive for a long time, right? Well, now DDR5 RAM is exactly the same thing. It's gone up something like 400% in the last 3 months, or something ridiculous. And now Samsung, I think, just announced they're pulling out of the SATA SSD market. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully I don't have to replace anything in my computer for a while. Efficiency cabinet goes up. It's amazing. So good. The cabinet is so important. Mm-hmm. I mean, I still use some conventional hard drives in this computer because it's great for my recording drives because they don't need to be fast. They just need to be big. And that's all that matters. So that's fine. But yeah, I don't know if the prices on like the what do you call like the M2 drives and things like that, the drives that are just like they look like chips that plug into your computer directly. I don't know if the prices on those have gone up the same way. Like I don't know if it's a different issue or what, but yeah, my computer has to be pretty good for the work that I do, but it should still be good for another while. No rush to replace anything here, as long as there's no breakdown. That's the only thing. SSD MT drives have gone up in price almost 20% since October. Okay, so that too. I think it's because like all like the memory chip type process things have all gone up so much. And yes, that is highly tied to AI, which is also one of the reasons the unit prices are going through the roof, like the stock prices. Is there a bubble? Is there not? Even if there is a bubble, is it going to pop in the next 2 months, the next 2 years, the next decade? There's a saying that like the market can remain irrational longer than you can become solvent. So there's tons of people who are like shorting the market, and then every time the market goes up, then you get screwed. All right, we have annexed Württemberg. Huzzah! We gained a bunch of cores. Huzzah! And probably they have a bunch of messed up buildings that don't make any sense. I don't know. We got some money though. We should go and do another round of, let's see, do we have any bridges? Oh yeah, actually, there's a bunch of territory we just took over as well. Try to build all the bridges, including places where you don't have enough workers right now. That's fine. I just want the bridges done, because otherwise I'll forget about them. Can we build any temples in any of the towns? Oh, there is one. Yes, in Kempton. Excellent. What about libraries? Nope. What about universities? Yes. Although maybe I should do counting houses first. 1 second, in case we run out of money. Recounting houses, and then universities. There's a lot of places that can have universities, apparently. Why are these blank? Requirements not met. Oh, you can only build them in core locations. Okay, well, I'll mass build the universities where I can. More places will become cores. We might, okay, hold on. We might have to go and accept another culture. Ooh, I don't have a lot of room. Ooh. That actually looked really cool as I scrolled. Let's say we want to accept Low Franconian. So right now, they are discriminated against completely. I could make them tolerated, which would cost me 0.23, which I could afford. To make them accepted would be 0.71, which would put me above my accepted culture limit. We do swab in. I don't know. We'll probably just try to do more simulations. we're not doing as much trade in the Strasbourg node anymore. But finishing off the annexation does mean we have positive diplomats again. I'm going to wait till I got one. I'm going to go and send it over here. And then what's our state of vassals? Because, yeah, we'll probably want to start some other integrations. Schwarzburg and this bishopric over here. But let me do the improvement first. Quill, how do you figure out the local crown power and location? That is what's increased with counting houses. That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know. Where is the local crown power represented? You think it's under demography? Satisfaction. Religion. Ah, state distribution. Right over here. There it is. I was looking for, like, the crown symbol. Do we have no crown power here? Let's compare. Yeah, this is just representing the breakdown of power of our pops. That's an excellent question. I don't know what the answer is. Does crown power affect maximum control? Because it does affect, like, the amount of taxes. It's just the main estates. Crown power isn't shown in location state power. You don't check the capital isn't listed. Have yet to find it in game. Huh. So we're not just being blind right now. Watch it, like, not be implemented properly. We keep doing these things. Oh, yeah, we'll destroy the hill castles. We keep doing these things that increase some local crown power, and it, like, literally has no effect. Isn't it time to smack the uppity blue blubber on? Yeah, although if we did that, we probably wouldn't be able to do it for material. Although maybe we could just break them up a bunch. Because it's entirely possible that we might be able to take France. Like, out of curiosity. Ooh, Castile. If it wasn't for that, we might be fine, because we actually might have more professional troops than they do, right? But we wouldn't want it now while we're, like, so inherently unstable. That would be bad. What's this down hand arrow? Oh, that's suppressing rebels. That's their job. Okay. Oh my god, I didn't realize we've been going over 2 hours. I was just thinking, I think I've been going for an hour and I haven't had a drink yet. Because my throat is scratchy. Yeah, maybe that's because I've been going for over 2 hours and I haven't had a drink yet. Austria's outlived their usefulness. Well, that is very true. Also, annoyingly, there's still Strasbourg. Oh, wait, hold on. No, it is still there. For some reason, I thought, like, the color, because it's so similar to Austria. So Strasbourgum over here is the thing where, I think maybe in the 1200s, I'm not sure, somewhere around there, the city of Strasbourg rebelled against the bishop of Strasbourg and to gain its independence as a free city. And it's called Strasbourgum here, but that was basically it. This is our ancient kind of overlord. Centuries, even like even before EU5 started, that was already done and handled with. Because yeah, I think it was in either in the 12th century or the 1200s. I hate the whole century thing, which is always like off by one in a very programmer way, and it makes sense, right? Like year one would be the first century, but the hundreds count is a 0, so there's this mismatch. The 000s are the first century. The 1900s are the 20th century. But it means I can never remember if it's one number or the other. All right, Schwarzburg has been annexed. Huzzah. More cores. Huzzah. Good stuff. Yeah, the 0th century doesn't exist, and it's like, but maybe it should. Except, no. There's also not a 0th year, which is a whole thing. You go from -1 to +1. It's logical, just not intuitive. Yeah, no, like it makes perfect sense, right? The first century is the first century, but then it leads to an awkward counting issue. So I think that was a good time for us to put a stop in here. Very successful war against the Netherlands. We've got coast access. We're not doing anything with it yet, but we've got coast access. Mostly, we're just having to make sure to bring everything up to snuff, integrate a bunch of stuff, which is going to be good. Then we're going to go back to, I mean, we're never going to catch up on the converting and assimilating if we keep growing. We're not going to stop growing. Although we've gone ahead and converted, you know, we've got a new title, which is great. The new target, the next target is, do we go to Germany? Do we form Germany? Do we break out of the Holy Roman Empire? Do we form Germany? The Republic of Germany? I mean, that would be mostly Eastern expansion. Although we could fill in this coastal area over here, which actually seems like a fairly decent idea. And then, yeah, show Austria who's boss. I don't know. All right, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. I don't know if A Kiss for Luck is streaming today. Let's see what's going on over in that channel. I think she's starting to feel better, but starting is not the same. Oh, looks like she's playing Disney Dreamlight Valley, which I have played some of. It is sick adorable and actually quite fun. Now, I only played it sort of at initial release and for like, I don't know, maybe a dozen hours or something, but it was awfully nice. So if you want to see a very cute game, go ahead and take a look. And I'm going to see you, the plan right now is on Wednesday for more EU5. Thanks for coming out, everyone.